Good morning, everyone, and welcome into the Proverbs 31 Woman. I am Dr. Tabitha Russell, and on today, we are going to jump right in with our messaging, and it's going to talk about she manufactures multiplication. And I know that that speaks volumes already because can I just say that I am super excited about talking about this today because Proverbs chapter 31 talks about the profoundness of this woman of grace and excellence. And so Proverbs chapter 31, verse 24 says that she maketh fine linen and selleth it and delivers girdles unto the merchant. And this verse is a powerful economic blueprint buried in a single sentence. It reveals the Proverbs 31 woman's capacity to create, convert, and circulate wealth, not just for herself, but for the benefit of the greater economy. So let's take this a little bit deeper. The first part of the verse says that she maketh fine linen. This isn't about domestic sewing in its divine manufacturing, but she doesn't create scraps, like she creates luxury. Her work is not haphazard, but it's fine and detailed. It is skillful, intentional, high quality. She puts an effort into the excellence of her work before ever introducing it to the marketplace. And in today's language, she understands branding, packaging, quality control, and client experience. She doesn't just produce products, she creates legacy assets. Now, I understand this Proverbs 31 woman is not just sitting idle, but she is producing from within. Her hands are never empty because her mind is always pregnant with ideas. And she understands that creation is currency in the kingdom. Another part of the verse, so the second part of the verse, and selleth it. This is the activation of her enterprise. The Proverbs 31 woman is not just a producer, she is a businesswoman. She understands value, exchange, sales, and market strategy. She's not waiting for someone to come and buy. She positions herself for commerce and she monetizes her gift. She doesn't beg for a seat at the table. She builds her own storefront. She turns excellence into equity and delivereth girdles unto the merchants. That's the last part of the verse. She's not just selling to individuals, she's expanding into wholesale. She becomes a supplier to suppliers, a multiplier in motion. Can I just say that when you are a coach to coaches or a enterprise that sells to businesses, this is where you start to multiply and expand and grow in scale, right? This is vertical scaling. And so the Proverbs 31 woman doesn't just do business, she builds infrastructure, she partners strategically, and she creates products that are high in demand and meet them with high integrity as well. She knows how to fulfill bulk orders, keep timelines, manage customer expectations, and create reputable systems. She's not just gifted, but she's operationally sound. So, of course, we're going to take this into a modern day revelation. In today's economy, this woman could be the CEO of a fashion brand, a digital storefront manager, or an Etsy queen with an automated shipping process. She is the blueprint of the entrepreneurial woman. She moves from creation to distribution, from hands on hustle to strategic systems, and from ideas to inventory, and from small orders to wholesale connections. This verse breaks the myth that biblical women are passive, that we don't show up in our leadership, that we don't show up in our most authentic self. This woman is the original marketplace maven. She embodies faith and fulfillment, grace and grit, vision and volume. And of course, I'm going to give you a modern day example. We're going to talk today about Miss Danny. And Danny was a stay at home mom who loved making handmade body butters in her kitchen. At first, she gave them away at church, and then she started selling small jars locally. But something shifted when she began to think like a Proverbs 31 woman. She upgraded her labels, she streamlined her formulas, she took a branding course and pitched her product to boutique owners. Today, Danny supplies 10 health spas and has a team fulfilling orders across multiple states. Her secret, she says, I stopped seeing it as a side hustle and start treating it like a kingdom assignment. Our truths, our takeaways for today is this: excellence is the standard for kingdom women. Fine linen and not sloppy work. Selling isn't secular, it's strategic, right? It's strategy. And you're not just allowed to make money, you're assigned to create value and circulate your worth. God gives the ideas, but you must activate your implementation, right? Stand on those gifts. So, our legacy activation is this: number one, audit your gifts. What are you sitting on that could be monetized with intention? Only you know what that is. Go ahead and put that down on your paper. Number two is improve your offer. How can you refine your product presentation or service to reflect fine linen quality? And number three, scale strategically. What could you or who could you partner with or pitch to as your next merchant, right? Get those things out there in the marketplace. And of course, we want to journal about this. Our journal prompts is number one: what is the one thing I create or improve this week that reflects the excellence of God? Number two, have I been undercharging or overvaluing my work? Go ahead and journal about that. Spend some time right there with that. And then number three, what would it look like to take my business to wholesale level and or mass distribution? Can I just say dream big on that one? And of course, you have an affirmation of the day, and it is: I produce with excellence, I sell with confidence, and multiply with strategy. I am a Proverbs 31 CEO called to create, scale, and serve the marketplace with boldness and integrity. If you enjoyed this message on today, thank you so much for joining, as well as go ahead and share it with a family member, a friend, someone that may need this. And of course, you can follow me on all social media platforms at I am Dr. Tabitha, or at my website, drtabitharussell.com, where I have some free resources. And of course, I look forward to connecting with you again on tomorrow. Take care and have a